The one film to rule them all.
Well, yes.
Well, yes. Hi, Swamp. Hi, Swamp listeners, if you don't know. The Swamp is our podcast. It's an acronym.
Stands for some whack-ass movie podcasting.
Or Shire, Wizards, and My Precious.
That's pretty good.
Today, perhaps, as we are embarking on a deep quest, I'm here with my brother, my captain, my king, and my co-host, Emily.
Hello.
Who has never seen these movies.
No, not once.
Which is why we're drilling down this month of December. You simply need to catch up.
Yes, it's been a long time coming. We talked about it more so on our last episode, but yeah, I've never seen these movies, and it's about fucking time. I'm 25 years old.
Yeah.
I need to grow up.
Yeah, grow the fuck up. Your frontal lobe is fully developed, so I think it's time. I think you're ready.
I'll tell you what, I was fucking ready today. And as ready as I was, I still felt surprised and wow. Like, I don't know, man. Like, there's not a word for it. How do you describe your first watch of Lord of the Rings?
Yeah, right. I was honored to watch you watch it, you know, because I'm a freak. I'm a movie pervert who puts on movies and watches my friend. I'm like, no. I've already seen it. Don't worry. I'm gonna stare directly at you the whole time, like a fucking weirdo. But you know, I'm a did you know Viggo Mortensen broke his toe type ass bitch. You know,
of course, someone has to do it.
And I think having a person there to shaman guide you through it
definitely helps.
You know, not to toot my own horn, but it's good to have somebody who's good on the lore. I feel the same way about Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
As something that can feel kind of overwhelming very fast with a lot of lore drops.
Yeah. Somebody
to be like, hey, now's the time you might want to pay attention to that guy they're talking to.
Yes.
Like, me as an easily distracted person, sometimes I need a little bit of that.
And you did that very well for me.
Also, I will say biased, I'm bringing a lot of positive energy to the watch because I fucking love these movies.
I was going to say, you told me you've seen this movie specifically probably upwards of 10 times and the whole franchise maybe like 6?
Yeah, maybe or so. I mean, the first time I ever watched them, I was like little. I was a little kid.
That must leave an insane impression on you. Yeah. I'm kind of jealous.
I had like older cousins who liked them, who were like around the right age when they came out in 2001, 2, and 3.
Shouts out Aaron.
Yes, shouts out to my cousin Aaron, the Swamp's legal counsel.
Yes.
Who, on a portable DVD player.
As God intended.
In my grandparents' guest bedroom, we, at family functions, we crowd around the little portable DVD player and, crank through some Lord of the Rings, because what else are you going to do?
Exactly.
What else are you going to do at Thanksgiving? Say hello to your relatives?
Absolutely not. No, you're 6 years old.
I'm stashed away in the closet with Gollum.
Oh, yes, of course. Which, we didn't see Gollum in this one.
Not all too much.
He is much anticipated.
It's gonna pick up. So we're recording this. We're doing a little watch party. As you should. If you're gonna be a good sci-fi fantasy guide shaman for your friends, you got to create the ambiance and the environment. So
I think we've done a pretty good job.
A lot of food for the Lord of the Rings because you need stamina.
Yep.
It's
long.
Micro breaks.
And we're not even doing all 3.
Yeah, we're gonna just do the 2.
Tackle the first 2.
Because we're trying to do it in a day. And in order to watch all of them in a day, that's almost 11 straight hours of movie watching.
Much. I can do 6.
That's, right. And again, micro breaks. Very important for the longevity of this day. But we had some awesome, you made bacon pancakes for breakfast. Yes. Kicking off the film with like some hot coffee in the morning and fucking breakfast. Like, sliding into the Shire with a good vibe. It is essential.
Yes, it was very important. And we've got something cooking up right now as we record this. We got some, what is it? Braised beef short ribs.
Oh, yeah.
And some mashed potatoes. Dara's got a focaccia that she's gonna make.
A TikTok recipe, we shall see. But I wanted to sort of ask you, like, was this basically what you were anticipating, or did anything about this, like, sort of surprise you, or... Because you fairly knew a good amount through cultural context, right? Yeah. Like, you were watching the memes unfold in real time.
Yes. It's about what I would say I expected. I didn't expect Kate Blanchett to have such little screen time, but that also makes sense, unfortunately.
Yeah, fair warning, women not really in this.
Yeah.
At all.
I would say a lot of what I expected. However, I don't think I expected it to be as heartwarming as it is.
Yeah.
It is a feel-good film.
Of course, yeah. Well, so the hobbits are sort of our audience stand-in. It's that they're going on this adventure and they're very vulnerable and naive and they don't know the world. And so as the world gets explained to them, it gets explained to us as the audience, which is sort of great. But it's like, yeah, Frodo is just a baby.
That's the whole time.
His little rosy cheeks and his gooey, watery eyes. He's just a little baby. And when he's getting roughed around, it makes me nervous.
Truly, Elijah Wood is the perfect choice for this. I mean, he was 18 years old when they filmed it, so he's fresh.
So endearing.
Literally firstborn. Like, he's barely out of the womb. You know? So, and he's just such a cutie, and like, from the minute that this film starts, smile plastered upon my face because I see him jump onto Gandalf like a monkey.
Gandalf! A wizard is never late. Everyone else is simply...
my God.
Yeah, like I said, sliding into the Shire with just such excellent vibes.
Yeah. So we're off to an excellent start, obviously.
Well, lest we be forgetting the Cate Blanchett lore drop, where she says, walk the fuck in and pay the fuck attention, because I'm about to tell you 3,000 years of history that you're gonna want to know.
Well, I'll tell you what, is I would really appreciate that with every movie.
Right?
Is Cate Blanchett specifically
saying, hey, pay attention.
Lore. Yeah.
6 solid minutes. I'm just gonna let you know what's up.
Yeah, we're gonna rip this real quick.
Right? Her speaking voice, it's slow. The diction is good. You understand what she's saying. It is like I'm delivering the information to you because I'm low-key God.
Yeah, truly. Oh my God. She looked crazy young in this too, which I know I've seen her in older movies.
Yeah.
But Jesus Christ.
Truly ethereal.
Yeah, like they hit that right on the head with her.
Even when she was kind of scary. And beast mode.
Oh, I loved when she went beast mode. But even, like, I find her way more impressive than Orlando Bloom in this, personally.
Oh, of course. Yeah. Why are we even comparing those two?
He's boring.
Just as two people with long blonde wigs?
I think Legolas is fucking boring.
Yeah, you'll get a little bit more of him as we get into some more, like, fight scenes.
Yeah.
Because the whole... Everyone has their different weapon that they sort of...
Yeah.
And watching them all fight
and
is
he's
like...
the bow.
He's the bow, so that's kind of badass, So we get a little bit of that. But no, honestly, if we're ranking the Fellowship of, like, character intrigue, who I like, just, making materialized, Legolas is probably at the bottom.
Honestly.
Does not interest me.
Couldn't care.
Also, everyone always fawning over him. When, I'm sorry...
Kate's right there.
I'm sorry, Viggo Mortensen is right there.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Well, this is an anomaly, honestly.
Well, I gotta just lay it down, folks.
He's hot.
He's so hot.
Yeah, he's really hot.
This was detrimental for straight women.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. We never recovered, honestly.
And it's insane, because Viggo Mortensen's, like, really, to me, not even really that hot, but just the conditions, everything about it is just chef's kiss. It's perfect. And you put it best, this movie is not horny. No. It is a sexless film.
Truly sexless, but it's, well, you put it best yourself, saying it's what you put in. You get what you put into it. And to me, I'm putting a lot into this one.
Oh, yeah. I'm bringing a lot of, erotic energy to the table, because how can you not? With spoken sword fighting, I'm sorry, a man in a cloak sword fighting with a little dirt on his stubble.
I have to be honest, I think Gandalf is the hottest part of the movie.
Oh my God, chill Gandalf smoking big weed.
I didn't realize that they literally call it weed too.
Obsessed.
Which is so much better. I'm about to get everyone on my Christmas list a pipe. Like Gandalf's, though.
Oh, right?
That's so fucking swag.
Dope as hell.
And that's gotta be a smooth pull.
Well, sure, Gandalf seems to be getting the job done. He did say, they were like, you're liking the halfling leaf a little too good. And
has your brain gone?
Bilbo literally said, he's like, the Shire has the best weed.
So good.
The dispo I
don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
How much do you want to bet that there's some Tolkien tourism Wait, is weed legal in Australia? I actually didn't consider that. Here in the US, weed is legal, and now they're starting to like really market weed in a way that's very reminiscent of like the IPA beer type thing, where it's all having like quirky names and shit. So like a dispo in New Zealand, like called the fucking Shire.
Yeah.
That could work. Somebody could be making some money. I don't know.
Like Gandalf piss.
Yeah, literally. Gollum squirt. Like, some fucking whack shit. But the Beatles.
Oh my god, you dropped this right before we started.
At the beginning of this, I just wanted to lore drop for our audience because,
this
again,
is my favorite.
Legal counsel Erin sent me just a wonderful article about how the Beatles, who you are... What do you say? Fan. What do you say, Stan?
I stan, yeah, I do. I am a Beatles stan. Unfortunately.
A Beatles stan. But in the 60s, the Beatles wanted to get the rights to Lord of the Rings and have Stanley Kubrick direct.
I don't know how that would have been.
And the Beatles wanted to star in the Lord of the Rings, and I was like, how? Could not possibly have had a better fun fact teed
perfect.
Up.
Literally perfect.
Right?
This is my day.
Just knocked it out of the park.
Honestly, yeah. Well, okay, so give him the lineup, though, of who was going to be who.
Oh my god, okay, so it was Paul was going to be Frodo.
Of course, and which makes so much sense.
And Ringo was going to be Sam.
Also good.
And then George Harrison was going to be Gandalf.
Yep.
And John Lennon wanted to be Gollum.
It's truly perfect.
Right, didn't you say, you can just imagine that, like, John Lennon
he,
like, did a Gollum impression one time, and they were like, dude!
Yeah. Oh my god, we have to do this!
But J.R.R. Tolkien said, absolutely the fuck not. And did not give them the rights to the
As he should have denied those boys. But what I would do to be a fly on the wall in that room while they're, like, getting high as shit and plotting this.
Do you think that will come up in the Beatles biopics?
I could only wish.
We can only hope.
Yeah.
That we get a nod to the never-made Lord of the Rings Beatles edition. Actually, that's the movie I want. Make those boys act as the Beatles.
Acting as Lord of the Rings.
Wait, SNL, you can have this one for free as a skit for when those movies come out. Make the boys dress up as the Beatles as Lord of the Rings characters.
Yeah.
Is that too niche? I think not.
No, I think it's perfect. I think it's perfectly niche.
Paul Mescal as Paul as Frodo.
Oh, I can't wait.
We've just seen him that he can pull it off. He can pull off a little song and dance.
He can sing. Well, I don't think that he is the obvious choice, or any of these big name actors are the obvious choice to play the Beatles. I think it should be someone unknown. Mm-hmm. I do think that Paul would do a great job. He can sing. The boy can sing.
Have you seen Barry Keoghan's Notes app apology?
No.
He Notes app apologized for cheating on Sabrina Carpenter. What? But he's basically like, can you guys stop, like, coming to my house? Which is, like, a valid complaint. But also, it's like a Notes app apology being like,
did he post this on Instagram?
Mm-hmm. He's like, my name has been through the muck, and, like, you guys need to fucking mind your business.
Cause get a grip.
But yeah, it's very Notes app apology from a man energy. But I was like,
oh my god.
Okay, Ringo. Embrace a little bit more of a Zen energy, please.
I don't even know. Oh, here it is. What is it? I can only sit and take so much. My name has been dragged across the internet in ways I usually don't respond to.
Spelt wrong, the wrong grammar. Sorry, Barry. Sorry to call you out, Barry, but...
Oh, God. Yeah, that is fucked, but, like, also don't cheat. Like, I'm not saying you deserve this, but also just don't cheat on your girlfriend.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Go fuck yourself, dog.
Literally.
I'm sorry, like, respectfully, I'm not gonna say... I don't know anything about his relationship with his son or his ex or anything like that, so I'm not going to speak on that, but, like, it's just not hard to cheat. Or to not cheat.
Oh my god, I got to do something so fun for myself.
Please.
Which was explain to a 62-year-old woman the Ariana Grande, Ethan Slater...
Oh my god.
Cynthia Erivo, Lena Waithe, Homewrecker. Drama.
What did she think?
Like, from ground zero, I got to tell...
Was this a coworker?
Unfold that tale for her. Because she, like, was like, of course, topical workplace conversation talking about Wicked. And I was like, I'm going to take a shot in the dark and say she does not know about this. And she was like, no, but she was, like, eating it up. And she was like, oh my god, I cannot believe.
Oh, yeah.
Of course. Oh, yeah. But yeah, just don't cheat on your spouse and then people won't make fun of you. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, sorry, you feel bullied on Twitter? Okay. Yeah. Grow up.
I'm sure your ex-girlfriend feels much worse. Right. Fuck yourself.
Did you think this movie was gay?
Obviously.
Okay, so... male friendship, we gotta... Again, it's only as homoerotic as what I'm bringing to the table. I think similarly to, the horny levels, I think it's only as gay as you put forth.
Sure. Yes.
I can understand a gay reading of the film, but I don't think it was
explicitly
made that way by any means. But yeah.
Yeah. It certainly has its moments. I wouldn't say that it's like crawling with like homoerotic tension.
Gosh, I wish.
Yeah, hopefully in the next one with Gollum, but
oh my god, you're looking for homoerotic tension between Gollum and who?
Me.
No, actually, that might pan out.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll see. We'll have to wait and see. But
and so I feel like because a lot of our other regularly scheduled programming is sort of like moot this month, yes. With the follow-ups and the food are sort of spoken for in a sense.
Yes.
I wanted to like throw out into the universe, some questions.
If
any Lord of the Rings fans or Swamp fans wanted to, pipe in, and now is your chance. So to just answer a couple, pick a couple of questions for us to include in the segment. They're all, of course, kind of horny, which we love. That's the energy, you get from Lord of the Rings, the energy you bring to the table.
Exactly, you get what you put in.
And our audience knows that we're coming at it.
Yeah, of course, thank you.
On a 10.
Yes, thank you, ladies.
And I wanted to also shout out a question from Coffee Nick, who has a podcast called Coffee Nick's Movie Picks.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Mutuals with the Swamp.
Love.
Honestly, we should collab. We'll reach out. Coffee Nick's Movie Picks, really cool. He reviews movies, but also like coffee pairings.
I love
which
that.
Is very, true to our food.
Oh my god, let's get in touch.
So shouts out Coffee Nick. I'll put his stuff in the description below if you want to find another movie podcast. We love a content creator, just saying whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, truly.
Is Cate Blanchett icon, legend, or both? Well, of course it's both, but the real question is she the moment?
I'm not sure if she's legend right now.
Legend, real? You would say as an actress,
I would say
you would say legend?
I think she's one, not both. I think she's legend, not icon at the moment. I'm waiting for the next thing that's going to put her back into icon status because I haven't seen it.
I think she's icon.
You think she's icon? I think she's legend.
I think she's icon, for sure.
I think icon does kind of infer a degree of not relevance because she is relevant, but like up to date.
Like you have to slay to be an icon.
Which like I just haven't seen anything since Tar that has really spurred me.
Maybe not as of late, but I of course am considering the body of work.
I think she's a legend. I think legend.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I think that as she goes.
Oh my god, why are you talking about her like she's about to die?
Not like she's about to die, but I think I just need more from her because like
she's a woman over 50. And Hollywood has already pulled the plug on her. Emily, you're pulling the plug on her.
I'm not pulling the plug on her. I just think that I'm waiting to see the next Carol out of her.
Yeah, that is true.
Honestly.
I would like to
Tar was good. It wasn't, I
would love to see Cate Blanchett have a little bit more of Nicole Kidman energy. In picking projects.
Okay. You figured out what my brain wanted me to say.
No.
Yes, because Nicole is taking the risk.
She's doing some weird shit. And she's shooting big and she's missing big as well.
Exactly.
But she's also hitting.
I love it. Exactly. What's the thing? You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. You can, like, you know what, Nicole? Do your flops so that I can see your baby girl.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well, jury's still out. We'll see how that goes. But
I'm gonna have the fucking vibrator in the seat with me either way.
The AMC actually adds, if you're an AMC Stubbs member, they actually they
get the rideable dildo.
They get
in the seat.
You get the Sibian seat. Yeah. Oh my god.
Okay, on to the next horny question.
All right. Well, of course. So 5th_Ray says most hot person from the whole trilogy. So we'll have to check in, actually.
Emily hasn't seen it all.
I'm going to check in with you at the end of each movie. Yeah. And, we do a fuck, marry, kill, but that's different. That's a specific choice you're making. Hot. The category, hot.
Okay.
At the end of movie 1, who is taking place number 1? I, unfortunately, have to just say what everyone is thinking, and Aragorn. He's doing it for me.
Gandalf, honestly.
And you're on a Gandalf train.
I am on my Gandalf train.
It's the wizard hat.
It's the wizard hat. It's the friendly nature. It's the friendly, good-hearted, and light-hearted nature, but also being
I'm in charge, and I'm going to tell you what the fuck to do, and you're going to listen.
Exactly.
Because I'm right.
It's Daddy.
Well, yeah.
Daddy Gandalf.
Granddaddy, maybe. Wizard Daddy. Yes,
yeah,
most certainly.
He's really doing it for me, and I know that I talk about it somewhere in this podcast, but the "you shall not pass" moment.
Yeah,
you can pass through these legs, baby. Come on, like. Yeah,
it's undeniable.
Truly undeniable. And you brought it up. It's something. Ian McKellen is gay.
Yes, and that's what he's bringing.
It's the gay to gay.
Exactly.
Thing. Like I see him and he sees me. Right. He knows what I need, and that's exactly it.
I love it.
Yeah.
Continuing in the horny.
Yes.
The horny. Madison's right says, "Who's your hear me out character?" I mean,
Gimli.
You said Gimli's your hear me out, but
he's not hear me out enough.
No, I'm thinking about the dwarves as a whole, and I'm like, Gimli's kind of a hot dwarf.
Yeah, like, I think he's
spry, young, strong, and he's got it going on.
Hear me out character.
Okay, my hear me out is like, I would fuck Smeagol / Gollum out of respect for Andy Serkis as a mocap character actor.
We don't really get him in this, though. So.
No, it's more in movie 2. Yeah, so he's just popped up. But
so
I was
in
like,
movie 1.
I would get with Gollum just because I respect Andy Serkis.
Fair enough.
But
that's movie 2. This is movie 1.
And but I'm like, who's not hot in this movie? Honestly, hear me out. And Urkai, I mean, other than the fact that they're corrupted by the evils of Sauron, if an Urkai had a kind heart, who's to say what could happen?
I'm gonna go with...
Even a goblin has the capacity to be hot. If he was, like, really awesome at the cello or something.
Yeah.
A deep passion. Some riz.
Not that he's not, like, already, like, conventionally attractive enough. And, like, Gimli... Because Gimli's not enough for me to be, like, hear me out. But the elf king, what's his name? With the big-ass forehead?
Elrond? Yeah. Hugo
Elrond.
Weaving? No, Hugo Weaving can get it as well.
Yeah, I guess he'd be mine. But, yeah, it's
anyone in this movie
everyone's
can get
Hollywood
it.
Hot still. So I'm waiting for the uglies to come in.
Everyone is Hollywood hot, and it's literally just a bunch of random people they found in New Zealand.
Yeah.
But they were like, do you want to be extras in this movie?
Great. Yeah, I feel like anyone that lives below the equator is hot already, so...
Right.
Yeah, you're already at an advantage.
Masked.intro says, as someone who's never seen Lord of the Rings, why should I watch it? So, as a seasoned person, I would just say, my pitch to you for no other reason would just be cultural relevance. I think that this as a base model of the fantasy genre is good to know, because then you'll understand everything else is either like a reference of or a criticism
entirely agree,
or something in relation to this franchise.
Yes.
Like, just having a fundamental understanding of this world building is really going to help you piece together really anything else in fantasy after this.
Totally agree, because like there have been so many things in just watching this first movie that I'm like pulling back and like connecting to like this, and I'm being like, oh, this person pulled this from that and that and this and that. Like it's just
like
ridiculous.
you said, like watching the memes unfold in real time.
Well, yes, watching the memes unfold. Like one thing particularly for me. What are the 9 like horsemen?
Oh, the Nazgul or the ring wraiths. Yeah.
Yes, the ring wraiths. I think I said specifically that they remind me very much of the Death Eaters or the Dementors and everything like that in Harry Potter and all that. It's just
it's all referential.
Yes, it all comes from this. So it's super important for that. But like as someone who has also never seen it, and this is truly my first watch, it is so much easier to jump in than you feel. Like, I made a joke earlier on that, like, oh, Cate Blanchett should, like, narrate every, like...
movie intro. Yeah.
But truly, like, it does make it so easy, and it's a very... I didn't expect it to be as accessible as it is, but they spell it out for you, and while I'm glad that I have you here to give me that backstory and be my lore guy, you still, even if you didn't have your lore guy with you, can get through it, because usually it's you telling me and explaining to me something, like, one scene before it actually explains it to me.
Right, where I'm like, I might want to preface just so you pay attention. No, it is incredibly, and that's why I think the movies were so popular, because they're ultimately, like what Marvel was in the mid-2010s, this is what this was in the early 2000s.
But this is actually very cool.
It was just, like, a cool, accessible action film. Who doesn't like that shit, right? Why would you be, like, gatekeepy and vague about your world building when you can just, like, let everyone in on it?
Yeah.
And let's have some fucking fun.
Yeah, but, no, I would highly recommend, and especially this in this time of the year.
Yeah, of course. And if for no other reason, make a big feast.
Well, and it's just...
If you don't like the movies, then at least you're eating some good food.
Exactly.
Katie Wingham says, what role would you have if you were in the Fellowship of the Ring? So I'm going to interpret this as the 9 members of the Fellowship. Like, who do I most identify with as the person who I would share a skill as? And I would say I'm like a Pip or Merry, right?
Yeah.
Pippin or Merry. I am just a nuisance. I am not helpful. I'm not physically fit. And I'm just baggage and here for moral support and nothing else. That's what I most identify with.
I don't know that I identify with... Oh, man. I mean, maybe I'm a Frodo, honestly.
Oh, you're our pro tag?
I hate to call myself that, but, like...
You're bearing the weight of the universe on your shoulders every day.
Not that specific, but I'm not fun enough to be Sam, or, like lighthearted, or, like, pure. I'm not pure enough to be Sam.
Sure.
You
don't fuck up enough to be Merry or Pip.
No, I fuck up, but not quite enough. And I mean, I have my skills, but I wouldn't say that I'm a killer like the rest of them. You know what I mean? I think that I have a lot to prove. I would say I'm definitely more the Frodo type, and that I am willing and sometimes happy to step up.
Sure.
But also, I'm fucking terrified.
Reluctant leader type. Actually, yeah, I see that for you.
Like, I'm gagged and, like, kind of, like, happy that I have the blue glowing blade. But also, that shit is horrifying to me.
Yeah, you're like, I've been stabbed twice already. Yeah. I hate this shit.
Yeah, I want to go home.
You keep saying, I wish this ring never came to me.
Yes, I love the comfort of my own abode. So, yeah, I think I'm a Frodo sort of,
I also
reluctant hero.
I can also see why you're into Gimli, because I can also see you in Gimli as, like, a sort of a gruff, strong type.
No bullshit.
Who's gonna not take any shit.
We're diking out together.
Right, of course.
That's my lavender husband, Gimli.
I'm obsessed, yeah.
Oh my god, he's just such a big bear.
And because he's obsessed with little twink Legolas. Of course.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Alright, so we gotta roll in the movie too, so we can unpack this Gimli Legolas connection. But thank you to all who submitted questions. We love you, thank you for listening. The one answer to rule them all, chocolate or vanilla? Who's to say? Look at that little segue I just did. Actually, pivoting once again, can I tell you something crazy, Jen? So Jen is here. She's my mom. She's going to do her interim podcast segment, chocolate or vanilla. She's going to say 2 things. We're all going to say which one we like better. There's a theme. I'm going to ask Jen what the theme is, but I wanted to share that Emily is a true Bob the Build Stress. Because you know how on, like, not old-timey, but, just older buildings, how a door latch is like a little hook that you just sort of put in a hole. Usually like a bathroom, right? Like you just sort of lock the bathroom door with a weird little hook. You're familiar?
Yes.
And so I closed the door.
I don't even know that it was you. I think I was in the bathroom.
Who's to say? I feel in my soul it was me. But close the bathroom door.
This happened last night.
So hard that the hook spins around and lands in the hole. So it's locked from the inside. And,
oh no.
And over the course of roughly an hour and a half, with a lot of morale lifting spirits.
I have some of my amazing, wonderful, lovely co-workers there. We were watching Dune Prophecy.
Dune Prophecy, yeah, the new Dune show. And suddenly I was like, damn, I have to piss and this door will not open. And so Emily's landlord has clearly painted over the frame of this door 9,000 times. So we're chipping paint away to reveal screws. And Emily unscrews the door and takes the whole thing off its hinges that we can crawl in through the inside. And it was just quite a feat. I was just admiring the door, which we since have put back on the hinges.
Yeah.
But it was truly like a tale of woe. And I just wanted to shout you out for that.
Thank you. It was honestly, I am proud of myself in overcoming my family's stress gene, because throughout this we put on Wicked, which was great.
Took turns trying
to chip away at the paint and things like that, and I knew that one way or another I was getting that door off the hinges that day.
Yeah, so we were like, if it comes to it, we will drill a hole in the middle.
Yes, I was prepared to drill a hole through my door multiple
through the middle. Dive through the middle.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Cut an Emily-shaped hole.
One of those spy things that cuts through glass or something like
Yeah,
that.
that's right, a laser. Obsessed. But we were discussing the difference between a hard day and a long day, and that was certainly hard.
Yeah. Well, I'm just glad that I didn't have to break anything. Truly,
No.
I think I reflected on it this morning for the first time, and I was like, "Wow, we did that in an hour, and nothing actually got broken."
Yeah, kind of fire.
Yeah. So, anyways, but Jen has had a long day, so I'm hoping that.
So after this long introduction,
I was not pulling doors off of hinges, though.
You are helping people live their lives.
Yeah. So, is there a theme this week, Jen?
There is no theme.
Hell yeah, we love no
theme. It's like Everyone Loves Me this week. We're watching the best movie. We're doing the themes that Emily likes, which is no theme.
I love it. I get to just yell my opinions into the void.
Yeah,
it's the best thing to do.
Yeah.
If you don't play along at home, what's wrong with you? Yell out your opinion into the car, into the ether, please.
Right? I like as so like basic as this game is. I really wanted to catch on.
Well,
you know what I mean? Because there's so many iterations of it. Everyone calls it something different. So many people play this game already.
I find that, in my experience as an incredibly awkward person, that people don't really know how to talk to each other nowadays. And this is almost just like a fun enough icebreaker to do a back and forth of like a this or that, I just think it works. Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Works for me.
Thank you, guys.
When you're feeling, because to me, when I'm feeling awkward at the function, you just are like, so what does everyone think? This or that? And you're like, suddenly you are the paragon of social.
Exactly.
You know, you're choosing the conversation. I love it.
All right, chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
I'm gonna say chocolate today.
Damn, bitch.
Chocolate for the sweep. Okay, first one. Ole, 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 ole. Or Deo.
Deo. Deo. It's gotta be Beetlejuice. Come on, iconic.
I think I gotta go LA because there is something about being in a sort of stadium with that mentality, chanting with someone else or everyone else.
Same. I'm going Ole. Next one. Your nachos with queso, like melted queso, or the cheese melted on the top?
I mean, the correct answer is obviously a little bit of both.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with just a classic melted cheese.
Yeah.
Because I find that queso can be tempestuous, that if it's not a great queso, it can really ruin the whole thing. But if the melted cheese isn't great, you've got other parts of the nacho to pick up slack. But if the cheese is paramount.
Also, queso, soggy. Your shit's gonna get soggy really quick.
Right.
Cheese melted on gives you a little more time to get through it before it starts to lose its structural integrity.
Me personally, I like to have the queso on the side. Queso and guac belong on the side so that you can dip.
Agreed.
Self-serve as needed rather than bog everything down.
I agree with that, and I want extra sour cream on the side.
Of course. Oh no, I don't want the sour cream dolloped on top either. That's also just wrong.
Yeah, I would honestly rather build my own nachos, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I want to make my own adventure for sure.
Exactly.
And yeah, that's a Shanahan thing. They never give us enough sour cream. Extra sour cream.
I'm
all the
on
time.
that with you.
Yeah, I have this really distinct memory of this girl I was friends with in preschool, and it was like bring your family to school day or like, parent orientation or whatever, and they like fed everyone at preschool, so it was like everyone got lunch or whatever and introduced to the teacher and shit. And this girl I was friends with was just eating a bowl of straight sour cream with a spoon, and I literally could never look at her the same way again because I was always just thinking about. Anyways,
that's actually amazing.
I actually am so opinionated about the proper structure of a nacho.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on what is right and wrong in the nacho world, because I'm also a piece of shit, and I'll own up to it. I take the best nacho. I do. I see the one I want. I ID the perfect chip, and I take it first.
Yeah.
Because no one else went for it before me, so I took it, so I should get it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Nothing wrong
Sorry,
with that.
I get
Truly
what I
nothing
want.
wrong with that.
I get what I want in this life, and I'll take the best chip. I'll take... If all the appetizers come out, I'm taking the chicken wing that looks the tastiest.
Yeah. What are you to do?
You didn't beat me to it, bitch.
You snooze, you lose. I'm going to go with the cheese melted on the top. We used to call those kid nachos.
Kid nachos specifically were Pringles with Sargento shredded cheese, and that was just a kid nacho.
That's fucked up.
On a paper plate.
On a paper plate. And that's kid nachos while you watch American Idol.
Oh my god, no. I've had the dad nachos, which is specifically my father getting like the fucked up little like rounds of chips or whatever. It's the rounds and it's slices of Kraft mac and cheese.
Kraft American.
Yeah, Kraft American.
Mhm.
And it's just pathetic.
Me, my after school snack was Cape Cod potato chips. Fancy, I know.
Yeah,
American
really.
cheese. Dip it in barbecue sauce. That was the after school nacho special that I would rock in the microwave. Land O'Lakes American on a Cape Cod chip, sturdy, heavy potato.
That is a good one. That's
Sweet
a good
Baby
chip.
Ray's barbecue.
Wow,
that's the tech.
That's an intriguing one.
Yeah, every day for like probably 4 years. Yeah.
Next one: Taylor Swift or Travis Kelce?
Oh God.
If anything, Travis Kelce, because I feel like he's ignorant enough to his own ignorance. Taylor Swift is sinister.
Is a monster.
I hate her. I'm so glad her stupid fucking Eras tour is done. I hope she buries herself 6 feet under.
Yeah.
And just never comes back. Sorry. I think she's like a despicable person.
Yeah, truly. Somebody put it great when they said, you know that video of the big band with all the trombones playing and that lady walks out and she just dances in that way that's so endearing. Somebody compared Taylor Swift to her and I got defensive of the trombone lady. I was like, don't you fucking put down dancing trombone lady like that, because she has more charisma in her pinky than Taylor Swift ever will.
Truly.
Sorry to you Swifties out there. I don't disagree with the merit of the work, that it's catchy tunes. But
at least Travis Kelce is good at football.
Is he? I don't know anything about this man. I don't know anything about this man.
That's all I know.
I'll pick Taylor. Why not? I don't care for either of them really.
All right, I'm gonna own it that I like Taylor Swift.
Fair enough, next one, and you're allowed to. I'm sorry for.
Next one is cinnamon or hazelnut.
Cinnamon. I'm a cinnamon ass bitch. Year round, I love cinnamon in my coffee. Just a straight fucking cinnamon dash in the coffee every morning. Essential. You use maple syrup instead of sugar. So you get a little maple cinnamon in your coffee. I love just cinnamon across the board, I think is elite.
Yeah. Hazelnut is really hit or miss.
Well, because the fake hazelnut is bad. I hate a fake hazelnut.
But, oh my god.
A Nutella,
I'll tell you what. I went to one of the Nutella stores when I was in Chicago a couple of months ago.
Is that a Chicago thing?
Nutella store?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I think they invented it or something like that. It's kind of gas.
Well, that's not hazelnut, that's corn syrup.
Well, yes, of course.
Well, yes. Nutella's its own separate thing as well.
But I will go cinnamon.
Yeah, cinnamon's more reliable.
Yeah, cinnamon too, especially this time of year. Speaking of next one, we wish you a Merry Christmas or deck the halls.
I like a fa la 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 moment with the chorus.
I think I agree with you.
We can all get in and bring me my figgy pudding. Intriguing. Raises the question.
Intriguing.
What's going on here? What is a figgy pudding? I'm gonna educate myself. Whereas, deck the halls. Yeah, deck the halls. We're follow lying. What was my other choice though?
We wish you a Merry Christmas.
No. Yeah, I'm not wishing anyone anything. And if anything, I'm wishing you a happy holidays because,
corporate.
I'm not going to assume. Corporate as hell. Happy holidays.
That's just me because I've been writing my volunteers lovely little Christmas cards.
Right.
And I am making a point.
Happy holidays.
I'm saying happy holidays and keeping my little holiday doodles ambiguous.
Right, yeah.
You are getting a wreath. Or a present.
Yeah, some non-denominational.
Or a snowman.
Non-denominational celebratory image.
Yes. Exactly. I'm gonna go follow deck the halls.
Yeah, I'll go follow that too. Next one, camera off or camera on during a Teams meeting?
Off.
I'm gonna kill you. Are you fucking kidding me?
It depends. It depends what the size is. How big?
Disrespectful. I don't care. I don't care if it's 2. I don't care if it's 200. Put your fucking camera on. You're at work. You're at your job. You're being given the liberty to work from home.
I work at the office, but I still am joining the Zoom calls.
I guess I'm coming from a work from home perspective.
Yes.
I'm like, this is the bare minimum, my guys. Because we also graduated or went to college during the pivot into 2020 into online learning. When I would be in a lecture and no one would have their cameras on, I'm like, I get that it's rough right now, but can you fucking pretend? Can you pretend?
Let me change my answer. You said for a work meeting?
Teams
Teams call.
Teams meeting.
okay, on for a team's meeting, but while I'm being lectured by some lady who's paid to talk to me about this shit, I'm turning my camera off.
If Brendan Fraser as the whale could muster up the courage to turn his Zoom camera on...
I'm in front of people every 24 hours at that job.
Why can't you?
Because I get yelled at, and the people upstairs don't get yelled at. By patrons.
I'm just opinionated about
and that's fair enough.
etiquette.
That's fair enough. But like, it's just like
I think it's a bare minimum.
I don't know, man.
Whatever,
like,
though.
Yeah, for a real meeting, if I'm talking to you, my mic and my camera are on.
Sure.
I am engaged. But some sort of training like that, I'm sitting back a little bit because half the time I don't even take a fucking lunch break, and all these bitches upstairs.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's just sorry.
This seems specific.
This is very specific.
This seems pointed.
This is yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Me and my no, Jen, this is what chocolate or vanilla is all about.
This is all about airing our grievances about teens.
I don't feel like I usually get really rowdy and riled up about something, but I will say.
No, if you played the Teams notification noise right now, I would go into fight or flight mode, and my job is literally never stressful. And that's how I feel. Yeah. Imagine when something is on the line. I couldn't.
Anyways, Jen.
I would say camera on.
Yes. Yeah.
But I do agree with Em. There are some meetings where it's like, if there's like 100 people who have to listen to some kind of training, I don't think of that like a Teams meeting.
Right?
That's like a presentation.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah. It's like she's getting paid to be here, I'm getting paid to be here.
Right.
I'll turn it on in the breakout groups when we're talking about like all of our adversities and all that shit. Yeah.
Sure. Next one is M&M's or Rolos.
Oh, M&M's are classic, but I'm a caramel ass bitch.
Yeah.
The combination of caramel and chocolate has probably been my OG, my day one favorite sweet treat.
Agreed.
Sweet treat staple.
Agreed.
In a Rolo, it's just perfect, and it's so bite-sized. I also love that, like, mid to ratio, the mid-sized candy, the little individually wrapped Reese. Yep. That's perfect. Yep. The individually wrapped Rolo, it's just the perfect amount.
Agree. I love a Rolo. I remember a Christmas when I was very young, being like, what was it? My aunt and my uncle, like, I had asked for like a new backpack or something, and they filled it with individual Rolos.
Oh, I remember that story.
Yeah,
that's a great story.
I love a Rolo. Also a big caramel girl.
Yep.
Yeah, I think a Rolo is a good bite. I'm with you guys.
Hell yeah.
Next one, kickboxing or spin class?
Ooh,
I would love to do kickboxing.
Kickboxing sounds badass, but I think I would be, like, kind of nervous and a little insecure. I think I would need, like, an in. I would need, like, a friend who is into it to ease me into it a little bit. Whereas, like, a spin class, you can kind of fake your way through that.
These are both of my favorite things. Not that, like, I used to do Taekwondo as a kid.
Yes.
So I like the physicality of, like, punching and hitting and all that.
I like exercise with a purpose.
Exactly.
Like, the whole, like, go to the gym and just work out. I'm like, well, when does something happen?
Like, biking,
when you're hitting something,
exactly.
you're like, yes, follow through. Energy.
Like, biking is hard in that way. Like, I'm usually watching, like, a Mike Flanagan show while I'm, like, on the fucking... the stationary bike or something like that. But kickboxing is so engaging, and I feel like I would really like that in the way that, like, I like rock climbing.
Right.
And it's physical. Yeah. So I think I'll go kickboxing. I like
a spin class. We have a lot of fun at spin class. I also like a really good spin instructor who coordinates with the music and is good at BPMs and is good at counting with the music.
I will go spin class again. That's my goal for 2025. Woo! Give it a shot. Whoop whoop.
Hell yeah.
Next one is John Lennon or Paul McCartney.
Oh my god! And we were
Jen.
We were just talking about the Beatles. Paul McCartney didn't abuse any women, did he? No, yeah, Paul McCartney then.
I do have to. I'm a Paul girl.
Sure.
My soul.
Yeah, I knew you were gonna say Paul. I'm a Paul girl too. Let's see. Next one: lemon drop martini or espresso martini.
Ooh, I love an espresso martini. Don't put those beans in there. I don't give a fuck what they represent. Don't choke me up by putting something undrinkable in my drink, you idiot.
I've never had an espresso martini. That's one of my...
What?
Ooh.
Well, I stopped drinking.
Well, yeah. I suppose. They're a little too easy.
Yeah, so but I do love espresso. Ooh, and I think a lemon drop martini just sounds like nasty to me a little bit. Like
What?
Like kind of in like a really. I could just imagine it being done really poorly. I guess
Citrus and vodka? That's like
know.
the classic combo.
You think?
A citrus vodka on the rocks is basically a lemon drop martini with what, like a lemon wedge or something. People be calling shit martinis just because you put it in a martini.
Put it in a martini glass. Yeah.
I'll go espresso martini because I'm aspirational.
Sure.
Yeah.
We'll
Right,
get
I'm
you
gonna go lemon drop because I had one last night.
Fair enough.
Barbecue chips or sour cream and onion chips.
Oh my god. Well,
Ooh.
as a chip flavor, I am a sour cream and onion girl, but I wouldn't be remiss if I didn't call back to my earlier statement about how dipping chips in barbecue sauce
So I think that's
is absolutely so fire. But I love a sour cream and onion. That's my go-to.
I don't.
Really?
I don't.
That's my
I
choice.
Think that
That's my preference.
Well, I think it's because I have become a kettle cooked chip stan, and I really love those a lot more than any other chip. And you don't have sour cream and onion ones of those.
They're often more the more mesquite flavors.
Yes. And sour cream and onion are always like the greasier ones. So I'm gonna go barbecue on this because I like
a ruffle chip and a sour cream and onion in a sandwich. Nothing better.
But I know a kettle cooked barbecue. I'm there.
That's also very fire.
Cape Cod. Woo!
Yeah, I'm gonna say barbecue Pringles and a Diet Coke. Yep. Again, so fake, so bad for you, but so good.
Love it.
Next one, hat with a pom-pom or hat without a pom-pom?
Ooh.
Oh, I'm going to say without a pom-pom in the sake of just it's more usable. Because the pom-pom's not always right. Sometimes the pom-pom's too big, it's sometimes cumbersome, it's sometimes weird. A right pom-pom is right, but it's not always right. So I'm going to go sans. But I prefer a hat with the ear flaps.
Oh.
If we're going winter hat, that's... I want the sort of built-in
pull down,
ear and neck coverage structure.
Oh, this is really hard for me.
You like a pom-pom?
Well, it's just because one of my favorite hats had a pom-pom on it, and she has been lost to time. So, but...
A memory of time gone.
Exactly, but I think I'll go pom-pom less, because I think it does give me more to work. Yeah, it's a little more...
Classic.
Workable.
Normal.
Yes. Normal.
Yeah, I'm going to go with the beanie. And last one, good movie or good book?
Sorry, good movie. It's a movie podcast.
Oh my god, what was I thinking?
Yeah, honestly, good movie, because I will make myself read a bad book regardless, but the amount of movies that I start and don't finish, if you ever, like, are sitting there and say, this movie's shit, and feel bad about stopping it, don't. Because I probably have more movies that I have stopped and not finished than watched entirely.
No.
That's actually really good advice.
I think
it's not worth it. It's the same thing with a book, but I think
that's true.
For some reason, I feel more like committed
to see it.
Yeah,
because it's probably a physical thing you hold,
and because I've been actually like working at it. Whereas a movie, it's like I'm not really doing.
Yeah,
much.
what I just lost 36 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to bed.
See, I often find more if you're watching with an audience as well, friends, companions.
Yeah.
That once you realize that the movie has turned bad, that is the pinnacle moment when you say let's gab.
Yes, exactly, and it's more fun.
And it can be more fun. So I also respect a bad movie.
Yeah.
But I don't really respect a bad book. I'll stop reading a book because I'm like, why would I invest my brain power? Whereas watching a movie, that doesn't really take much.
Fair enough.
If I don't want it to.
Yeah, so yeah.
What about you?
Also, I think a good movie you can watch again and again, but a good book, I'm probably not going to read it again. I know some people do, but yeah.
Oh, yeah, disagree. I'm a rereader.
Really?
Sure.
Yeah.
I haven't been there yet. No.
Not me. That was it, though, for No Theme Chocolate or Vanilla.
Loved, Jen.
Love
Thank
it.
you so much.
Thank you.
This is a good one.
All right, I'll talk to you soon. I love you guys so much.
Love you. We'll
Love
see
you
you next
too.
week.
Bye.
Bye.
One thing I really appreciated about this is how... Oh, God, what year did this come out? 2001? 2001. What's his name? Sauron?
Sauron?
I don't know how... Yeah. He's very much giving Buffy.
Okay, sure.
Like, you know what do you know what I mean? In, like, the way that, like, they move kind of clunky and, like
horror camp?
Yeah,
kind of?
yeah.
Sure. Yeah, I think I do. Like, early 2000s, sort of campy.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
Uh-huh.
You were really loving the intro sequence where Sauron was, like, in his armor.
Yes.
The first big sort of historic battle sequence.
Yes, yeah. I really liked that. I think they did an amazing job with all of the character design
Mm-hmm.
and all of the different, like, design of all the different races and everything like that. It's a little confusing.
Well,
What?
So what is?
I just don't know who's who. Like, there's goblins, there's orcs, there's
right. It's.
I know who the elves are, and I know who the not trolls. What are they?
Orcs?
No, not orcs. Dwarves. Thank you.
Right. So the dwarves we know from The Hobbit.
Yes.
The dwarves are the team that goes with Bilbo. That's in there. The underground dwelling, mining, short, big nosed, modeled off of a specific stereotype of a person. So
that makes sense.
So I'm gonna break something down really quick. I am probably not going to say any of this as succinctly as is the truth. But the Lord of the Rings, I do not believe to be inherently problematic. It's fine. It is what it is. You can credit it to a certain time. There are no women in it. There are no people of color in it.
Yeah.
Of course, those are things that could be improved upon. And I think that this is open enough to discussion where we can have people of color cast as elves, and the fucking Nazi fanboys are gonna freak the fuck out, and that's just stupid.
Yeah.
But I think, of course, this was written as an Anglo-Saxon mythology.
Yeah.
In the 50s, J.R.R. Tolkien was obsessed with, like, Norse mythology and Germanic mythology, and he's
a white man.
He's a white man, and he wanted to create a mythology for England, basically. So he took Christianity and specifically Catholicism. This is a biblical story. Like, this is a white Christian movie, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
And the character design in the way of lightness is good and darkness is evil. Light and dark, of course, then it becomes a all-white cast going against a quote-unquote dark, and it will get actually worse in the coming movies, because
I was gonna say, because it wasn't too bad from what I've seen.
It's not too bad, and I believe a lot of the commentary being like, it's racist because the orcs are based off of, it's like, no, the orcs are mythical creatures. That's not based on any race. Saying that is actually the racist thing, right? But, of course, we can recognize that the only time anyone with dark skin is on the screen, it is in a monstrous and bad way, which creates a foundation for a lot of tropes in fantasy,
of course,
to become very problematic very fast.
Yes, which this is the blueprint.
And
this movie, these books are, I mean...
Yeah, basically any fantasy trope is probably tied to this.
Yeah.
It was obviously the biggest and first work of this sort of deal.
Yeah.
But openly, the elves are the Christians.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
They are the light, they are the all-powerful, they live for a long time, they're always bathed in sort of this white...
They have the white hair.
White holy light, right? The dwarves are Jewish, they live underground and they hoard wealth. Okay, that's... Yikes. The men are agnostic because they have been strayed from God's light. Mm-hmm. So because of, when they fumbled the bag with the ring, so to speak.
Yes.
And then the hobbits are like pagans, they're just fucking chilling.
They're just little guys.
And everything else is
evil.
Otherness and evil and bad.
Yeah.
And that is, of course, a very secular worldview. And this entire fantasy world is based on that person's secular worldview.
So that's
that, And I think if we watch these movies with a modern perspective, that's the only thing we can bring to it, right? Because I don't think saying, like, the Lord of the Rings movies should be canceled because there aren't any black people in them. It's like, I don't know what to tell. I don't know how to respond to that. And that also,
Yeah, what do you do?
But I haven't actually watched the new TV show, the thing that, people
no idea. People have been in an uproar about.
There's also, a new project just got announced, I think. It has something to do with Gollum. Another TV show, maybe, or another spin-off movie or something.
I don't know, man. I'm not sold on all of this stuff. Like, we're watching Dune Prophecy. We just watched 2 episodes last night. Mm-hmm. And, like, it's starting to get good, but you can kind of tell that it's, like, HBO's taking a chance. They haven't pumped that much money into it. Mm-hmm. They're seeing how it goes first. It's only a 6-episode season, so they're going to do a short one, and if it does well, renew it and, like...
Right, very House of the Dragon will jack up season 2's budget. Yeah, which sort of could lead us into a discussion about how I think that this scale of filmmaking might never be seen again, because... They filmed all 3 of these movies at once, if you did not know that. And it was all greenlit at the same time, all 3 movies. So they got to write and, have in mind the entire thing from beginning to end and step forward with that intention. Whereas now they're like, well, you better make season 1 good because it might get cut after that, where it's like, that's no way to be doing good storytelling. The closest thing
that we're going to get, like, right now is Wicked. They filmed it all in one go, and it's, this Thanksgiving and next Thanksgiving, it's going to have those slots and everything like that. But it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not the same. Like, I mean, think of the fucking, Stranger Things, first of all.
Oh my god.
But think about how fucking old those kids are.
Right, and
it makes no sense. Let it fucking die. It's bullshit. And Euphoria, let it die. It's bullshit.
No one is interested anymore.
I don't care.
Right? You keep...
Zionist Noah Schnapp can go fucking
go play an adult in something because he's literally an adult. Like,
not even. I hope he gets no work ever again. He's not a good actor.
No, yeah, very true.
So, but
yeah, fuck that show.
But still, it's all crap.
Right.
And we're all just trying to see how much we can milk it for.
And then it makes me, like, borderline emotional to fucking watch these movies and be like, wow, like, this is so sincere and pure.
Because how many more times am I going to get to watch something like this? Like, or have an experience like this where it's, like, so genuinely good and such a fun thing to watch? I mean, like... We don't have a lot of opportunities like that. Like, I'm very much cherishing, like, getting to watch these and getting to have, like... the moments of watching the wizard fight for the first time. Oh my god.
He says you cannot pass, but it sounds like you shall not pass, so the quote is you shall not pass.
Sure.
But I'm pretty sure he says you cannot pass.
Yes, but not even that wizard fight. I'm talking about
wizard on wizard crime.
Wizard on wizard crime, yes. Oh my God. Yes. That was my favorite part of the movie, honestly. Because it's just so funny watching these 2... gray old wizards, quote unquote, fighting each other, and they're just flinging each other around the room without touching each other. It's hysterical.
It's so goofy too.
Yeah.
Gandalf spinning.
They're so serious.
He's like doing wheelies.
Oh my god, yes. He's literally got Gandalf in like this spin trap. It's just like, it's like when your cousin would pick you up by the ankles and like
give you a rug burn.
Exactly.
Oh my god. No, so Christopher Lee, he plays Saruman, and he wanted to be Gandalf. Because he was like a big fanboy and had like met J.R.R. Tolkien or whatever.
Oh god, I can imagine. Like, yeah. He's like the coolest person on earth. For anyone that doesn't know about Christopher Lee,
rest in peace.
Rest in fucking peace. Christopher Lee is essentially who the entire James Bond franchise is based off of.
Because he like was in the British Secret Service.
Yes, yes. Like, he has killed many of people. Like not only like a decorated career as like for serving his country as like a spy. I think he was probably in war as well.
Well, yes.
And then he has gone on to have, like, the most stellar and celebrated film career.
Yeah.
He's brilliant. Like, he's, like... I mean, there's the iconic thing of, like... I don't know if it was in this movie. Maybe... I think it was in this movie. It might have been something else, though. There was an actor who was, like, pretending to get stabbed.
Yep.
Or whatever. And he's like, no, that's not what you...
This is movie 3, I believe.
This is movie 3.
I believe, yeah.
Yes. And he goes on to be like, oh, no, that's not what it sounds like when you get stabbed.
Yeah, because I fucking know, bitch.
Yeah.
It's like, Peter Jackson, you've never been stabbed before, pussy.
Yeah, truly. But just such the fucking coolest guy. I love Christopher Lee.
Yeah, pop off. So he wanted to be... He was a big fanboy. He wanted to be Gandalf, which honestly really speaks to Ian McKellen McKellen's prowess as an actor, because you had Christopher Lee
That's crazy.
asking for a role, and you demote him to evil wizard number 2, which he was like still happy
Of
to
course.
be in, of course, and he
yeah.
eats. But like, shouts out Ian McKellen, because you beat
like,
him out for that.
Yeah, that's hard to do.
But he's perfect.
Of course,
it's a perfect performance, and dare I say, it's a perfect movie. It's a perfect film franchise.
Oh, truly, yes. I do not often give things a 10 out of 10, but this will be my 10. This will be one of my 10s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it's brilliant. I had so much fun. Like, I'm a yappier during a movie. Okay, that's why we have this podcast.
Well, yes,
and I shut the fuck up for like 30 minutes at a time during this because I was in it.
It engages you in a way that is the pacing is so good.
Yeah.
Because it gives you these great moments to sit with the characters and like really form attachments to them. I think that this movie is like the only case where I am like, yeah, give me more.
Yeah.
Like, it's 3 hours and I understand why there's extended cuts.
Yeah.
Because it is like, you need, I don't know, that pacing to get through.
The pacing is so good. And it's, I obviously, like, it's great because we're not staying in one place for so long. Mm-hmm. Like, when we got to Inside the Mountain, oh my god. Right. I was kicking my little feet. And I love to see it.
Effects team going crazy. Like,
oh my god,
props.
yes. You like you said, the props team went stupid on this.
Love. It was it's not seamless, the special effects and the practical in this movie. It shows its age a little bit.
Sure, but for its time,
all the decisions that were made are like fucking bang on.
Yeah, I'm not mad about any of it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think they employed a lot of practical effects, stunt people.
Yeah.
Horse acting.
The horse actors. Oh my god. You popped off when we were watching this, talking about the horse actors.
Yeah, man. Just like it's cool. I guess they did employ a lot of like local horse people, whatever you call a person whose farm
equestrians
is. Sure, yeah, they breed horses or whatever. But a lot of the riders in like the Urkai and stuff are just like the owners of those horses that they were just like,
throw them in a cloak and let's go.
Bring your fucking well-trained horse and we'll put you in a funny
How cool
outfit.
Is that? You're just in Lord of the Rings.
Right, awesome. But yeah, a lot of like the like whinnying and bucking. I was like, damn, they put these horse actors to fucking work.
Well, also who went to work was Viggo Mortensen, because you told me that he was really like type A about doing this right.
Well, yeah.
And getting like method with it.
Him being a weird guy outside of this, I don't really know, but his commitment to the Lord of the Rings has to be commended, because he like refused to use a prop sword. He like wanted the weight of a real sword, and he wanted to learn how to fucking do that shit for real. Yeah. And like did all his own stunts and just like really committed.
He's like the best swordsman in Hollywood.
Oh yeah, something, took years of lessons with professional swordsmen, like all that stuff. And he bought a bunch of the horses. This is like all, this is very and he also broke his toe type beat knowledge. But he bought, because he fucking bonded with those horses, because they were there for 400 and something days filming the entire trilogy non-sequentially. Holy fuck. Like, I just... Wow.
Yeah, well, that one, like, what is it? Was it him that would climb the...
No, Sean Bean.
Sean Bean,
who plays Boromir, who we also love from Game of Thrones. Mr. Ned Stark. That he, didn't like to take the helicopter up to set, so he would, hike these big-ass New Zealand mountains to get to the shooting locations, because he's like, I'm not getting in that thing.
Fair enough, can't blame him.
Which you were like, yeah, I don't really care for Sean Bean, and I was like, yeah, just you wait, he's not
gonna be a problem for much longer.
Not gonna stick around too much longer. R.I.P. to Boromir, but,
Oh, I want to be spending my days learning how to sword fight, though. That sounds so sick.
Right? In the scene where they're, hiking through the mountains right before it gets snowy, they're, taking a little break, cooking their little hobbit dinner, doing some mock sword fighting, and you were like, damn, I just want to go on a hike with the bros right now.
Literally. Can we just go have an adventure, please? One thing that I will say, I knew the whole "you shall not pass" moment was coming and all. I mean, nothing can prepare you for seeing that, in the movie. Mm-hmm. It was so fucking sick and so fucking perfect. And truly, yes, it's peak cinema.
And you didn't know. You didn't know that they get his ass.
I didn't know that they get his ass.
The Balrog fucking gets Gandalf's ass, which is, you don't see that one coming.
I was unaware.
You did not think
that was pretty tough. Honestly, so far, Frodo's had it a lot worse than Bilbo.
Yeah, for sure.
Bilbo had a great time. Like, obviously, it makes sense that he's turned out the way he has.
Mm-hmm.
Because we do see a good amount of Bilbo in this. A good chunk of Bilbo.
Jump scare Bilbo.
Yes, like, he comes up
literally,
first.
he jump scares us.
Yes, he jump scares us.
Because he wants that ring. He's feeling a little greedy.
Yes. Has him acting some type of way, but it's like 60 years in the future, like he's headed towards the end of his life.
11st birthday.
Yeah. And it makes sense that he got out there pretty unscathed. Frodo has been stabbed twice in the short time that we've known him.
Well, yes.
Lost multiple friends.
Yep.
What else? Is constantly being, having to fight off his own friends from trying to get the ring from him.
Right.
But just truly brutal.
Literally.
He's going through the ringer here.
He's carrying the burden of the existence of their entire universe on his shoulders.
Yeah, on his neck.
Yeah, Bilbo. Frodo is not having a great day at the office.
No, absolutely not. And we end the movie with him and Sam. Oh, lovely Sam.
Oh, he's like, you're going by yourself, and I'm coming with you.
Yes.
Oh,
I promised I wouldn't leave you alone.
It's a promise I intend to keep.
Oh!
Shouts out Sean Astin.
See, that's what I hope to see more of in the second movie. Not that I think it's like, not that those two are gay, because I don't think that they're gay. They're best buddies. Mm-hmm. But, like, there is still something gay about loving your best friend, and that's okay.
Yes.
You can be gay for your bestie, and that's fine.
It's gonna get...
And still be besties.
It's gonna get, not gayer, but certainly, like, the intimacies of deep friendship in the upcoming episodes. As this burden continues to wear on Frodo, Sam is very much his support system, and Sam is sort of the beacon of all that is pure and good. Whereas Frodo does have the capacity
he gets almost down.
To be corrupted because he's got the generational trauma of the ring.
Yeah.
Literally, the ring has been weighing down his family fucking psyche.
Mm-hmm. Truly.
Whereas Sam is sort of unscathed and is just sort of this, like, pure source of
he's kind of just hanging, chilling.
Like, goodness. And then Merry and Pippin.
Oh, love them.
Growing up, my favorite... for some reason was Merry because that actor is also in Lost. So then, like, later, I, like,
the connection.
I had a Lost hyperfixation as well, so it sort of...
It came on strong,
the through line, but I love the four hobbits, of course, as the composition of the Fellowship, if you will. Mm-hmm. I'm putting Legolas at the bottom.
Yes.
And, like, the hobbits, they are... maybe the top 4 fucking slots. Like, I love those little guys. Aragorn is good, but he's hot and he's eye candy, but I just don't care about him as much because we sort of know his whole deal.
care about my hobbit babies.
Right.
Like, what am I to do? I feel like a mother to them.
Exactly.
Lesbian Elijah Wood.
They're literally babies. Oh my god, not every lesbian in Bushwick showing their barber a photo of Elijah Wood in this movie and saying, give me the Shire.
Yeah, I want those.
Give me the Hobbit fringe. Because valid.
Yeah, he looks fantastic.
Do you wear wigs? Will you wear wigs?
Ugh. I'll tell you what. I'm not saying he's top of my list or bottom of my list, but I would love to be pulling Gimli's beard while I give him the ride of his life.
Oh my god, Gimli's braids and his beard.
Like a horse.
Oh my god, I wish I have my rat tails to compensate for the fact that I can't grow a dope fucking dwarf beard.
Yeah, we gotta have you, like, put them, like, down across your chin.
Oh my god, if I could braid my sideburns into my rat tails, into my little rat goatee if I had one.
Stop.
That would kind of go hard.
That'd be pretty cunt.
Yeah, no, John Rhys Davies is the actor who plays Gimli, who ironically is...
I have a soft spot.
He's taller than everyone in real life. He's like 6'1" or something. And they have to, scale him down, which is, like, hilarious.
Yeah.
But, yeah, all their performances in the Fellowship, even Orlando Bloom, I'm like, he knows his place.
Yeah.
Right? Look pretty, shoot arrow, shut up. I don't care.
Yeah. I can take that. I can deal with that.
And then Boromir, R.I.P., served his purpose.
Yeah, it was fine.
Showed that men can be corrupted,
Yeah.
Men are not pure of heart.
Sure.
Even Boromir.
Sure.
But Aragorn, perhaps the exception, because he's just... such this bastion of leadership or fucking whatever.
Yeah. I don't know. Gandalf's really my boy.
Of course.
I think that's normal for a first watcher.
Oh, yeah. He's like the moral center of the movie.
Yes, of course. Yeah. Should we get, since we're kind of in a ranking stage.
Sure. So we can't really do what you would follow it up with our typical, regularly scheduled
it's kind of shot.
programming here on The Swamp. So I feel like because it's just a marathon format, and we'll report. This is live reporting of what we've been eating and drinking throughout the day in real time. So I don't think you can do like a suggested food and drink. So we really only have Fuck, Marry, Kill. So,
I can tell you, I will say, I think that the bacon pancakes are really good. I think we should have probably had a little more meat to go with it, like a couple of sausages, and then maybe like a Danish or a pastry, and then like a fruit, like an apple or something like that.
Right.
Make it like a real meal instead of just the one thing. But the coffee, good,
hot coffee or
good
tea. Breakfast spread, and we had bacon in the pancakes. You make the bacon and you put it in the pancake. Yes, of course. You had a little OJ as well. You gotta have your 3 drinks.
Yes.
Your 1 for hydration, your 1 for caffeination.
And 1 for fun.
1 for just for fun.
Yeah.
And then what as well, we were... Did we snack it all through?
Not really. No, we kind
of locked the fuck in.
Yeah.
We kind of locked the fuck in on that one.
We'll come back and let you know. We've been snacking on this Asiago cheese spread with the pumpkin and like cranberry crackers from Trader Joe's. It's going crazy right now.
Oh yeah, and you're of course roasting a roast.
Yes, roasting a roast. Yes, that'll be coming later. Fuck, marry, kill. I mean,
so out of...
Should we do our conventional boys, which I feel like would be Gandalf, Boromir, and Aragorn?
And Boromir, yeah, I guess like the most human, I suppose.
Because I don't think that I can fuck one of the hobbits.
No,
they're babies.
Yeah, they're babies. In a way.
Okay, so let's do those.
So I mean, I think I'm gonna marry Gandalf, lifelong partner, this dope ass chill wizard.
Fuck.
I'm gonna fuck Aragorn.
Yeah,
I'm gonna kill Boromir.
Yes, exactly. Okay. Absolutely, we're on the same page.
Easy.
Yeah. Opening it up though, I am gonna fuck Gimli. I want to see what that's about.
See what
I think he'd be really fun, and we'd like
see what that dwarf knows do.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm gonna fuck Gimli.
Okay.
I'm gonna marry. I think Kate Blanchett, I guess.
She's a little scary, though.
I kind of like it.
She's, like, of too high importance. I feel like I would not
No, I think she'd dom the shit out of me. It'd be great.
I would not be up to her elvish standards. Like, my skin is not nice enough. They wouldn't let me in. Like...
I think I could do it. So it's an aspirational marriage.
Sure.
Yeah.
Love that for you.
And I'm gonna kill, I'm still gonna kill Sean Bean. I don't really like him in this one.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair. I'm gonna fuck the landscape.
Nice.
I'm gonna marry the prop master.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna kill, I guess, like, the concept of imperialism.
Yeah, fair enough.
And, like,
what else is there to
xenophobia. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I like that.
No, I mean, I would love to live in the Shire. You put it best when you're like, wow, imagine, like, the unattainability of living in a home like this. Where it's like literally, they're supposed to be like the peasant race. They're literally supposed to be like the poor peasant people who live in the countryside.
It was just so funny because I wasn't even like, imagine like living in a beautiful home like this.
No,
it was just a
hobbit
home.
hole.
Just a home.
No, like a hobbit hole. Yeah, with like a kitchen. And
just the bare necessities.
A wood burning stove. Yeah, a little bench outside.
And I have my hobbies scattered about on my dining room table.
Right, my map, my cartography tools.
Of course.
Right, yeah, literally unattainable in our good Lord's Day of 2024.
Yeah.
Rest in fucking peace to that.
Yeah, if anyone wants to join us on the commune, because that's the only way we can afford a home.
I know, right? The Shire.
Yeah, our Shire commune. And then, I mean, yeah, obviously you follow this up with...
Yeah, number 2.
Two towers? What do you rate this? Is it 10?
It's 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Let's keep these good vibes rolling.
All right.
Yeah.
And on to the next thing.
And we'll check back in next week where we'll talk about the 2 towers.
Yes.
And in real time, Emily, getting to watch this unfold has been a real blast.
I'm thrilled.
We also are traveling to Poland. So if we have any European listeners who have some hot tips about what's chill in Poland.
Yeah, or if anyone is from Poland that's listening.
Right, yeah, let us know, like, what your whole deal is, because we're pretty naive American travelers.
Not a clue.
We're going to visit your country for the first time.
Yeah. So
pumped about that. Love to get tidbits from the Swamp Network.
Tips and tricks appreciated.
And thank you all for listening and joining us here on this journey through Middle Earth. May the hair on your toes never fall out, and
stay swampy.
Stay swampy. Goodbye and good night. We love you.